Ben, just speaking a bit about the Unit 1 performance workshop, looking at Woman in Black first.
Yeah.
Just tell me a bit about how you use source material to devise your scene. So think about your use of scripts, any outside research you did, use of music, props, costume, anything like that.
Yeah.
Just tell me about how you worked with your partner to make that scene a performance.
Yeah, what we did first, we read through the script, got familiar with it, and basically we wanted to know where it was set, really. But it sounded very dark, so what we did was we thought we'd set it in like after a funeral we go to the wake, so we set it in a pub, and we researched like music that could build attention. So we looked at we used Robert Johnson. Crossroads, I think it was called. But yeah, we wanted to make an atmosphere. Also, we used props. We had a cup, and I dressed up using like a blazer, you know, because I was the solicitor, so I didn't want to look like an average day-to-day person. I wanted to dress up for it. Trying to think, what else did you say? Including things.
So did you do any additional research? You mentioned researching music that could create an atmosphere and be quite dark. What made you choose... Oh, so you mentioned you chose the blazer as well because you're a solicitor.
Yeah.
Do you think that making them changes to your piece, because that made it quite modern compared to the period that Woman in Black was originally set in, do you think that changed the message of the piece that you did, or did it keep it quite similar?
Yeah, it did. We tried to keep it as realistic as we could. So that's why the music came in, because it's a very old song that by Robert Johnson, so it keeps that eerie effect to the audience. But yeah, we did change a couple of things. Obviously, I don't think it was set in a wake, the script. But we didn't. We kept as close to the script as we could. Kept it original, because if you start changing things, then it has a different effect on the audience.
So you wanted to keep the original meaning of the piece?
Yeah, we didn't add anything to it around because we thought it was good as it was. If you change it, then it's not Woman in Black, then is it? It's something else.
So you've spoke about setting it in, so it was like at the wake after the funeral. How did you and your partner come up with that? I want to hear a bit about your select and reject process now. So your rehearsals, how did you go about starting it? Did you mind map? Did you have a discussion? Did you just get up and improvise and then start devising?
Yeah.
Anything like that? Just want to hear about that now.
We looked at the script, what the words were going on about, what the characters were actually trying to get across to people, and it was a solicitor. We both sat down, did a discussion. We thought, well, a solicitor going finding someone, it's usually the way around. Someone goes and finds a solicitor, so you go to them. So we thought, well, it's a bit eerie. It's about it's a woman who's died, and they want to find out where this woman is. So we thought, well, seeing as the woman's not alive anymore, then why can't it be at a funeral? You know, like, well, not at a funeral as such, but the wake.
Yeah.
So we thought, yeah, and to be honest, to do with funerals, graveyards, it's very eerie. Talking about death and that, it's very dark. So we thought we'd go down the dark path.
Looking at the staging of your piece, you had to chase it out as if it was like a booth in a pub.
Yeah.
Did you always have the idea, or was that something that developed over time? Raheem started off stage as if he was at a jukebox and then came on. I just want to know if they were your first thoughts and you stuck with them and they worked, or did they develop over time?
I think I'm not too sure. I think from what the script were, it was pretty much straightforward that it was to do with someone who died and that, because I was a solicitor that had to go and sort the death papers out and what you do after anyway, like the will.
Yeah.
So it was something to do with a funeral. We knew that, but we didn't want to do. I don't know really. I think it was just the wake really. We could have. I think it might have come across our minds of doing it in a graveyard, you know, something. We wanted to keep it, like I said before, we wanted to keep it dark, so it's not like we could have gone into a party or anything like that. We wanted to keep it original. That's what we wanted. But yeah, we did come across a few ideas, but the weight one stood out to us the most.
Yeah. What other ideas did you explore? So they were the ones that obviously got rejected in that process. What sort of things did you experiment with?
Well, we tried, when we first tried, we did multi-rolling. Like I would try one roll, see if it suited me the most, he'd do the other one. And then eventually, whatever felt comfortable happened, and that we got familiar with the script.
So you weren't always going to play the part of the solicitor originally?
Yeah, we didn't want to jump on it and just say, oh, I'm doing that. What we did was just both tried the script, and whatever felt best for us, we did it.
Yeah.
And which happened was I was the solicitor.
Speaking about your performance now, you performed to a group of level 1 students.
Yeah, we did.
Do you think that you got the meaning of your scene across effectively?
Well, yeah, because the level 1s came in, obviously, being level 1s and lower levels coming up from school, they're all a bit hyperactive, and it was just after dinner we performed to them, so they was all like hyper, and as soon as we started, they just went silent. So I think straight away you've got your audience there, then, especially with the music as well. Yeah,
I was going to say, what do you think specifically about your scene managed to get the audience's attention, and you said the music?
I think it was put them on the edge of the seat, really, because they're not familiar with the song, because it's a very old song, but I think that made them feel very uncomfortable as an audience, especially when it just gives that eerie effect across them. It makes you feel really uncomfortable. So I think we did achieve what we did. Obviously, there's things you can improve on, but
such as,
I don't know, maybe staging. I think the way it was staged was it was not like some people could have got confused because it was straight away. Obviously, where we performed it, you couldn't do off staging. It was
we hadn't had use of the theatre yet, did we? So we had to do it in the workshop room.
Yeah, half a scene. So maybe it could have been outside the room, or I don't know. We could have used more props, I think. But then again, you do it, don't you?
Thinking about the audience that you performed to, and you said you grab their attention, they seem to understand it, and they give you some feedback. Do you think you'd keep that sort of age range as a performance? Do you think that worked, or did you have any thoughts about maybe performing it to younger students, maybe older members of society?
Don't think any younger than them would have worked, because it's your concentration in it. I don't know though, because then again, on the other hand, you could perform to someone younger because they like that sort of feel about a play. Like obviously, the main thing you watch when you're younger is a comedy, funny stuff. But I reckon if you showed them something like that, it could intrigue them really. I think it could get them wanting to see more. It leaves, what it is, them pieces, they leave cliffhangers. They want you to see more and more. Especially, I think the best thing in that is the music, without a doubt, because without the music, it won't work. It definitely won't work.
So if you were to do this scene again and develop it, do you think use of music and sound was something you'd take forward?
Easily, yeah. I'd include more music. Obviously we have it for the introduction, but obviously we're dimming it down a bit, so when you want to get your lines across, you're not putting a bit of music over, but it was good. It was like a background. It still kept the tension all the way through it.
Yep.
But yeah, it was good.
Anything else you want to add about the Woman in Black performance or rehearsal process?
It was a good experience, yeah. I'd love to do something like that again.
Thank you very much.